Welcome to Your Mic is Hot, the podcast where we speak up, stand out, and build something that fits your life. I'm your host, Julie Eichhoff of the Online School for Voiceover, and I believe that your voice, your story, and your skills are the keys to creating a business that's as unique as you are. And let's dive in. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. As a reminder, this is a show for creative entrepreneurs, coaches, and solopreneurs who are building something that fits their lifestyle, their voice, and their values. I'm Julie Eichhoff, and today we're talking about a game changer when it comes to creating sustainability in your business. It's a concept that might just save you from the content hamster wheel, as they say, or lots of fatigue, or the endless cycle of reinventing the wheel. The concept is build once, sell often. So we're going to be talking about creating signature offers that have more staying power. So whether you are a coach or a podcaster, a creative service provider, a voice artist, or someone with a skill to share, this episode is about how to build an offer that becomes your core, your anchor. It's your income generator, your thing, something that you can refine and evolve and sell over and over again without burning yourself out. So let's get into it. Okay, first let's start with the why. Why does this matter? Why should you care about building one strong offer instead of chasing down a dozen different ideas? Well, here's the deal. A signature offer creates clarity for you and your audience. When you have one main thing you're known for, it simplifies everything. Your messaging gets clearer, your content has direction, and your marketing has purpose. You become recognizable. You go from, I kind of do a little bit of everything, to, oh yeah, she's the go-to for that. And for your audience, it gives them something tangible to say yes to. People love clarity. They love knowing how to work with you, what result they can expect, and what makes you different. And if you think about all the things we've been talking about all these last several weeks, what makes you different, what makes you unique, is what helps you sell your product. And when you can specifically tell your people how you're going to transform them or what they're going to get from your thing, it makes it easy for them to say yes. And on top of that, remember how we always talk about niching down, finding something specific that is in your zone of genius. And when you do that, you can become known as the go-to person for that thing. Okay, so just a minute ago, you might have heard me say something about forming your signature offer, your core offer. So what exactly is a signature offer? Well, it could be a coaching program or a framework that you take clients through. It could be a service package that has a clear structure and process. It could be a course or a workshop or a product that solves one big problem. What matters is that it's repeatable. It's not a one-off or a custom every single time. It has structure. It delivers a clear transformation, or it solves a problem. And it feels aligned with how you want to work. A signature offer is built around your zone of genius, the thing you love doing, the way you love doing it, and the outcome your audience really wants. It's not just about the format, it's about the focus as well. Now let's talk about the building process. This is where you map out the bones of your offer. Number 1, who is this offer for? Get clear on your ideal client. Not everyone. This needs to be really specific. We've talked about this before. Your avatar, if you were to fill a room with people who are going to want to have whatever it is you are offering, what makes those people similar? Is it their gender? Is it their age? Is it their geography? Is it their current career path? Is it their education? Is it their hobby? What is it? Who is this thing for? Number 2, get really clear on what problem does this solve? Your offer needs to move people from point A to point B. Make that transformation obvious. Number 3, what's your unique method? Even if lots of other people are doing the same similar thing as you, your approach, your energy, your delivery, that's what sets you apart. Something about the way that you do it is unique to you. You need to figure out what that is and promote that uniqueness. Number 4, how do you want to deliver it? Do you like to do things live, or let it be self-paced for the people involved? In a group or one-on-one? Digital or a hybrid? You get to build this around your lifestyle and your energy. Which method is best for you and best for your client? And then number 5, what does done look like? I want you to define success, not only for you, but also for your client. What's the outcome? What does done look like in terms of this product or this service that you're putting together? And what does done look like for the person who is going to be consuming this? What's the outcome? The goal is for you to use these questions and create an outline to design your own path. Then you get to test it. You're going to start small, run it once a week, something like that. Run it live, something. You need some actual feedback from real people. Then you can tweak it, and that's how you refine your signature offer. Now let's talk about the second part of this, and that's selling it often. One of the biggest mistakes I see, people create something amazing, they launch it once, and then they move on to the next thing. But signature offers are meant to be repeated. That's where the power is. You don't need to launch something new every month. You need to get better at talking about what you already have. It's easy after you do a launch of some kind to move on to the next thing that is inviting in your mind, the next thing you're curious about. But if you want this to be repeatable and possibly at some point turn evergreen, all you need to do with your signature product is refine it until it's really, really good. So here's how you can do that. Tell stories around the results that it creates. Share client wins and testimonials. Break down your framework or your process in your content. Answer frequently asked questions in your emails or posts. And also share behind the scenes of what working with you actually looks like. And most importantly, make the offer regularly, weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever your rhythm is, just keep inviting people in. Now let's bring this to life with, a few more examples just to give you some ideas. A podcast coach, for example, somebody who built a 6-week program helping new podcasters launch their first 5 episodes, which, by the way, I happen to have a podcast course, something similar to that. After every cohort, you could refine your materials, add better tools, and improve the client experience. You could run this 6 times in a row, and each time get smoother and better and more profitable. Maybe you're a mindset coach and you have a signature 90-day one-on-one package. Maybe you don't offer one-off sessions anymore. This is your offer now. It's 90 days and it's one-on-one. It's structured, it's outcome-driven, and it's deeply impactful. Clients know what to expect, and now you know how to deliver it. Now, offers like this don't start perfect. The first time you do your signature thing, it probably won't be perfect. Start sort of simple and then evolve and grow as you get feedback from your people. And now they're assets. Okay, one of the next questions that you might be thinking about is, should you keep something live or should you turn it into an evergreen product, something that can just run over and over and over again? So run it live or automate it. And the answer really is that you can do both, but probably not all at once. I recommend starting live always. When you run your thing live, whether it's coaching or whether it's teaching something or whatever it is, you learn so much more when you're in real time with real people, and it allows you to get feedback instantly so that you can start to tweak your thing, whatever it is, and make it better. Now, once you've run it live maybe 2 or 3 times and it starts to really feel solid, then you can start to record pieces of it and turn it into a digital version, and then set up systems to sell it while you sleep. And again, this could be an ebook, it could be a PDF, it could be a course, it could be so many different things. But even once you turn it into something digital that you can sell over and over again, you do still want to keep showing up for it. It allows you to stay in touch with your product, keep improving your product, and it helps you have things to talk about with your product. So your signature offer is a living, breathing thing. You don't set it and forget it, but you grow with it. The point of turning it evergreen or turning it digital is to help save you some time so you don't have to do the same thing over and over and over again. But it doesn't mean it's done. It's still going to be evolving and you're still going to be improving it. Okay, let's talk about maybe a few other ideas for you in case you're someone who really hasn't set your mind exactly on what your service or your product is going to be in your business, if you're still mulling things over. So let's just brainstorm a bunch more ideas for you. Obviously, you're doing a podcast or being a podcast host is a great solopreneur type of thing to do. I always recommend that you come up with something to share with your audience outside of your podcast. Typically, a course or something like that works great because then you can get people to give you their email address. And once you have that, then you can pitch them other things down the road that make sense for your people. As you are doing podcasts, you are sharing information. And you can easily develop some other type of digital product that might also be helpful to your people. So even if what you're planning to do is to have a podcast, think beyond that. Think about other ways you can serve your clients with something that's digital, something that's evergreen. All right. Maybe you are thinking about being a freelance writer. Could be copywriting, could be blogging, could be content creation or ghostwriting for someone else. Maybe you would like to be an online course creator. You can teach things on different platforms like Thinkific or Teachable. Thinkific is the platform that I use. Another option could be being a virtual assistant. And this means offering administrative support or tech support or creative support to other business owners. People who are solopreneurs in time figure out what they're not good at and what they don't have time for. And it's great to be able to hire a virtual assistant to help take over some of those responsibilities. Another idea is being a social media manager. So you'd be managing content and engagement for other brands or individuals. Another idea could be a website designer. If you have a graphic design background, you can create or you can redesign websites for small businesses. As solopreneurs, we often try to tackle everything ourselves in the beginning because it costs us less money. And then at some point down the road, we think, boy, I think my website could be a whole lot better, but I'm not sure I have the skills to take it to the next level. And so if you are someone who has that skill and ability, then being a website designer and possibly having your niche be the redesign of websites, that could be a great small business for you. You could also be an online boutique owner. You could sell curated or handmade products to common platforms, Etsy or Shopify. You could also become a freelance graphic designer, design logos or branding kits or other marketing materials. Again, lots of solopreneurs start doing this on their own, again, just to save money in the beginning. But when their business starts to grow and they want it to be a little bit more legit, oftentimes they'll start to hire professionals, and graphic designers are one of those. Again, you could be an online coach or a consultant. You could have a business talking about, life skills, wellness, mindset, all those sorts of things. And then another idea is being an affiliate marketer. And I've talked about this before, where you are typically a blogger, or maybe you have an Instagram account. And what you're doing is promoting other people's products. And when you do that, you earn a commission. So you need to find products or services to market that have affiliate programs. Another idea is being an email marketing specialist. If you are good at writing emails and managing email campaigns, this can be a whole separate sort of virtual assistant type job, specifically niching down to email marketing. You can also become a digital product creator. You can sell templates or planners or printables or workbooks. There are a lot of resources out there to help you create these things, and then you need to find what your platform is going to be to sell them. You can also become a YouTube content creator. You can earn ad revenue, sponsorships, and sell products. Another idea could be an online fitness instructor or even meditation, where you could host live or recorded workout sessions or plans for people. Another idea is a handmade product maker, where you could be creating and selling things like candles or jewelry or skincare or anything else that you're interested in. Another topic is being an SEO consultant, which you're helping people who have websites rank higher in search engine results. And again, this is a specialty. You need to know what you're doing here. But if you have some background in this, you could easily niche down, pick a particular type of business you want to work with, and then market your services to those people. Another idea is you could be a resume or LinkedIn writer. Resume writers, LinkedIn writers, anything to do with the job market. If you have particular skills there, maybe a human resource background. Boy, right now the job market is tough. And if there are tips or tricks or anything that you can do to help people, that could be a very marketable business. Now, another idea is a bookkeeper or financial organizer. If you have a degree of some kind, but you don't want to work in a corporate setting, if you're an accountant or a bookkeeper, something like that, you can certainly niche down and do this from home as your own business. Now, I mentioned financial organizer, but I'd also add any other kind of organizer. If you are good at organizing and cleaning, these are types of things where you can develop courses or challenges. I'm sure you've seen these on Instagram and Facebook and those types of places. And you can gather a lot of followers from that and create something digital or something evergreen that you can sell to these people down the road. And then one more idea for you is being an online community manager. So if you have taken very many online courses, you know that lots of them offer you like a Facebook group to join where you can ask questions anytime, and there's always somebody there to answer. Well, as a solopreneur, it is hard to manage those things really 24/7. And so you do often need a community manager, someone who during certain hours of the day is in charge of manning those groups. And so you can think about that for maybe any courses that you have taken that have these communities and reach out, see if they would need a community manager. It can be a great way to stay inside the niche that you have interest in, but also turn it into a career or a job or a business of some kind. So hopefully some of those ideas will resonate with you, and you may have 5 or 10 other ideas in the back of your mind that are completely different from those. And I'm excited about that. I hope there's something there you can start to dig into to develop your own business or service or product. Okay, coming up next is your micro challenge. And your micro challenge this week, it's kind of a big one, but it's going to give you a lot of clarity as you move forward. I want you to write the skeleton of your signature offer. Okay? So if you already have an idea for your signature offer, you're going to have a head start. If you don't have an idea for your signature offer, that really is your first step. You've got to come up with something that you're going to do, something in your zone of genius, niche it down, figure out who your audience would be, okay? Then I want you to answer these 5 questions on paper or in a notes app. Your first question is, again, who is this for? We will always talk about this. Who is your audience? Are they male? Are they female? What age group? What other demographics? What else do you know? What are their hobbies? What are their interests? What are their desires? Come up with a really specific description of who your people are. That's the first part of your micro challenge. The second part is this thing that you're developing, your signature offer, what problem does it solve? What's the transformation people will see? What will they learn? What question will be answered? How will they be better in the end after doing or buying or going through your thing? Okay? Number 3, what is your process or your framework? This is the system that you are developing for this thing. How are you going to be rolling it out? And it really kind of coincides with the 4th question, which is, how do you want to deliver it? Is this going to be live? Is it going to be evergreen? Is this going to be a digital product? Is this going to be a service? In your mind, think about what gives you energy and what works with your lifestyle, and decide how you're going to deliver this thing. And then number 5, again, what result does it create for you and for your client? Now, as a bonus, give your thing a name. Even if it's just a working title, give it some kind of a name. Naming something makes it feel real. Now, you don't have to build the whole thing today. Just start sketching in those answers. Sketch the shape. You can refine it more from there. Okay, a few final thoughts. You don't need to have 100 different offers or even 10 different offers or even 5 different offers. Really, one signature offer is your first goal. You don't need to constantly create new things to stay relevant. What you need is one powerful, clear, focused offer that feels like you. Something you can talk about with confidence, something that gets results, and something that grows with you. I encourage you to plan to build it once, sell it often, tweak it, evolve it, and refine it. And that's how you create sustainability. And as always, remember, your mic is hot. Your message is strong. Now, build something that lasts. And just in case, if you have interest in becoming a voice artist, please check out my free mini course, Intro to Voiceovers. You'll find a link to it in the show notes. It's a Q&A session that should help answer all those questions you have going on in your head, wondering how you could make it happen. So find the show notes, check out the link for the free mini course, Intro to Voiceover. Thanks for tuning in to Your Mic is Hot. If today's episode got you thinking, dreaming, or planning, share it with a friend, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Remember, your mic is hot. The world's waiting. Speak up, stand out, and build something that fits your life.